Oh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic. Let's see what we got here. Gunna on video ratting us over. Oh my goodness, man. Y'all in here already? Got a new addition to the Jersey wall. This is my first foreign joint. This is my first foreigner. It's my man Lance Jeter, Western Pennsylvania. Shout out to Aliquippa. Y'all know G. That's my dude, man. Put in a lot of work. But yeah, he going up on the wall, G. I appreciate you. He sent me the jersey. Sent me the socks. You know how to dribble, give it up. Man. Some things just shouldn't be happening. To see a motherfucker get a racketeering case, see a motherfucker get a RICO case, and then turn around and get time served in the same fiscal year. Man. Just don't know what to say. I can't do nothing but just, you know, give y'all the rundown, man. We got some explanations. We need explanations. So, some of this shit just ain't adding up. It ain't adding up. Y'all share the live, man. I'm waiting for a few more people to come in here. I appreciate y'all for joining me this evening. He said, man. Man. He wasn't ready to give up his hip-hop. He wasn't ready to give up his rap career. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to give up his rap career. He said, I seen the video of Gunna telling Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Man, in his statement Wednesday, Gunna said that when he joined YSL in 2016, he didn't consider it a gang, but more like a group of people from Metro Atlanta who had common interests in artistic aspirations. My focus of YSL was entertainment, rap artists who wrote and performed music that exaggerated and glorified urban life in the black community. Gunna said he cherishes his association with YSL and always will. When a motherfucker get to talking like that, you know I always love you. It's getting dark, man. It's getting dark. Hold on. It's getting dark, bro. I'm just blown away. They just got booked together, and he got picked up. He didn't get picked up. He wasn't the ones that got picked. He got picked up as the case kind of progressed and shit like that. Just like that. Nobody tells. Nobody's done any telling on YouTube in the last few years. We don't know no snitches. We don't know nobody that ever told anybody. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as based on what we know, nobody told anything but Alpo. Nobody told anything but Alpo Martinez, man. Nobody told anything but Alpo. Everybody else, he's no longer pushing P. He's pushing please. I need my Pillmatic sweater, Gully. My nigga, you got to order it. They not on the website. You got to hit me up on IG. They doing wonderful too. The Dribble God sweat. My apparel business is doing wonderful. Mei Ling, how you been? Like the video as y'all come through, man. Good evening to everybody. Shit, I got a lot to talk about, but we gonna go one at a time. I need the PA-ness and dread size, blue stink and blue diamond. Put in your order, fam. Put in your order, my nigga. I got you. I get it there on time. One thing that you haven't seen is me having a bad reputation for business and shit. If you order it, it's coming. He said they're gonna tell. Let's say he didn't, right? Not in recent memory do I recall someone that was a indicted conspirator in a racketeering case allowed to go home. Just like that. I've not. Don't y'all know I done interviewed all kind of fucking gangsters, Supreme Team, Shower Posse, the Haitian Jack, Trab from the Miami Boys, Sean Branch, Bimmy. I can go on. Chaz Williams. I can go on and on and on and on and on. I've read documents. I converse with people. I've never seen a motherfucker come home just like that. It's unheard of. It's unheard of. I never seen it. I never seen it. The whole point in you getting indicted means they got something on you. They got a pretty much airtight case on you. That's the whole point of them sealing a RICO case and coming to get you. That mean they got you. That mean they got you. Gunna has escaped prosecution so flawlessly. It's almost like he's never been in trouble. It's almost like he's never been in trouble. I don't understand it. I thought that he was gang. I don't understand it. And the fact that he said, I'll always have love for YSL, that don't sound like he down with them no more. Sound like he on another team now. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more. He said niggas will spend countless hours deciphering who told and seconds telling on themselves. Good evening, everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming through. He said he doing something, but I don't hate him. During Gunna's court appearance Wednesday, the judge read out the stipulations of the plea that Gunna then responded to. The rapper swore that he has personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang, but seemed to distance himself from YSL the gang versus YSL the label. I recognize, accept, and deeply regret my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community, Gunna acknowledged on a signed statement Wednesday. YSL as a gang must end. Woo, he sound like a prosecutor. He sound like a prosecutor. God damn. He sound like a prosecutor, man. Damn, he sound like a prosecutor. YSL must end. Is y'all watching this? Everybody out there in TV land, everybody that like to be down, you know, gang, killer, spin the block. Have you seen the success rate? Have y'all seen the success rate? He almost sound like Charleston White. He sat down with Miss Fanny and spilled the beans. Fanny not fucking around, man. He almost sounds like a square. What's his background before he became a rapper? What did he do before he became a rapper? Like, where did he come from? Some of these dudes be former athletes and shit like that. But this nigga specifically had no discretion for the general public knowing what the fuck he doing. Gunna, my nigga, you're never gonna be a rapper again. You're never gonna be a rapper again. You gotta have been a square before this. You had to have been an L7, man. Like, they emasculated you. According to the perception of the case, just listening, just ear hustling, most niggas felt that you didn't have anything to do with the shit. Like, you weren't culpable. Like, you weren't even, most people felt like you weren't gonna get in any trouble. Why did you plead guilty? Unless you did something. And you pleading guilty reflects on whom? You pleading guilty reflects on whom? It reflects on Young Thug. That's why Bimmy and I mean not Bimmy. That's why Irv Gotti. That's why he ended up going to trial, because he felt and understood that if he pled guilty, it would hurt Supreme. So he was almost forced in a situation where he had to go and fight for his freedom and shit. Gunna's cooked. There's people to look up to these guys, man. Like, I done fell out with niggas on my page about posting it and shit. I'm the police all of a sudden and shit. I'm the soft nigga just because I'm reporting the news and shit like that. But I didn't had some, you know, differences with guys about me reporting what's going on down there and shit. To those who got an issue with me, do you got an issue with Gunna? Because Gunna's running it and shit. It's out of my hands. Now you know who the culprit is. It's Gunna. And y'all like this music. Y'all like this music. Y'all was pushing P with them niggas and shit. Y'all was pushing P with them niggas. That's a shame. He just admitted on record that YSL was a gang. It's over for Young Thug. Yeah, he said it himself. He said YSL must end. Damn. That's crazy. That just... It's crazy, man. Don't you know that you in a high-profile case, people are going to discuss this shit forever? You're high-profile. Not one detail, one stone is going to go unturned. It ain't. I don't know how he felt it. He said Gunna's the key witness. God damn. He said Thug getting 15. I think everybody should probably get the plea in right now, because Homeboy he's indicted with y'all, and he's saying that it must end. It sounds like he's on the other team now. He said if you got a co-defendant and you play guilty, that's basically snitching. Y'all don't believe me. I try to give y'all context clues. When something be going on, I be already in a loop because I be doing research. And trust me, I be knowing what the fuck's going on. I've talked to a few snitches. They around and shit. I be knowing what the fuck's going on, man. Straight up, man. Do something better with your life and shit. You on the clock. That go for everybody blessed with youth. Dig. For real. I interview snitches. I talk to snitches. I'm not a part of the criminal underworld and shit like that. So yeah. I be knowing a few things before it happened. Y'all laughing and shit. I interviewed Curtis Schoon. He's not a snitch, but if you listen to the interview regarding the murder of Jam Master Jay, you knew that certain things was gonna happen. You knew that certain things was gonna happen if you listen to him. And then it made you say, damn, that's why Homeboy got out of jail before his brother. Just keeping it G-U-L-L-Y. Y'all like the video as y'all come in here. He said choke my jokes broke on it. Y'all like the video as y'all come in here. I want to get some opinions before I go into my narrative about Tory Lanez and shit. He said, that rap po mentioned your name in Queens Flip audio with him. Did he? I used to talk to him. Daylight Dilus, thank you. Good evening, everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Another one of y'all heroes. I think everybody should just kind of like be cool, man, and try to start doing the right thing. Let's get back to getting our dribble right and doing the right thing. We've seen the score. The criminals ain't winning. The bad guys not winning, man. They not. Boy, that nigga didn't waste no time jumping out the window on them cats. He said T.I. just did that. It's a move. Gunna finna organize. The troops didn't flee the country. He won't ever be able to show his face in Atlanta anymore. Nah, he won't be able to show his face in Atlanta. You got to interview Lou Hobbs. Lou Hobbs has been on this channel before. Sean Branch had him on the phone and shit. Look up Gully TV, Sean Branch, Lou Hobbs. I told y'all I'll be giving y'all fire, man, long before y'all get hip to what the fuck's going on. He said, I really feel the Fed's gonna pick up this ready-made RICO once Georgia get done. What you mean by that? What you mean by that? You remember that you mean the YSL didn't commit any crimes that was worthy of getting indicted? The dude is telling on them about Young Thug about that killing at that barbershop, outside that barbershop. They telling. It's dark. I think everybody should find something else to do, man. Axe said Gunna got the same lawyer T.I. had on his gun case. Gunna took the deal just before trial next month. That's damaging. Bad situation. Tory Lanez and Megan. What do y'all think's gonna happen? What do y'all think's gonna happen? What do y'all think's gonna happen? I don't think Meg and Tory's friend. I don't think that's his friend. I don't think they haven't. There's no love between them. I don't know what everybody thought was going on leading up to this. What y'all think though? Old girl shot Meg in self-defense. That's what my man Mitch was talking about. The judge should throw it out. He said Tory going to jail. Meg 100% told them people that he tried to bribe her, man. He tried to give her $1 million, said that I'm already in trouble for guns. I can't do this. Psh. Who do y'all believe? Please, who do y'all believe? I didn't even think that shit was gonna make it all the way to court like this. I mean, I thought with money, you try to resolve that shit before it got to fucking court and shit. Once it get to court, man, it's out of everybody's hands. He said it's looking nasty on both sides. Meg is a horny drunk that gets violent. He said my homie came home after doing 9 years. A year later, got arrested and caught 64 years. The streets is not it. She lied twice. They gave Kelsey immunity and she flipped the script on them. It might end up coming down to a mistrial. I'm thinking mistrial. It's very, very fucking messy. I don't even know if they'll try to prosecute it again and shit. I believe Kelsey shot Meg. I do too. For everybody who feel that way, it just seemed like Girly shot her. Meg is a prime example of a woman who don't want to admit she's wrong. She lied to Gayle King. He can't be around guns, so he offered money. He should have had somebody else make the offer. It just sounded bad coming out in court and shit. He said the judge even like, what the fuck? Meg was beating her ass and got shot after. Tory said Ben Simmons smashed Meg. How did Ben Simmons become part of the trial? Yeah, they got Ben Simmons' name all in that shit. These bitches be knocking niggas the fuck down. If you in a position of notoriety, these bitches will knock you the fuck down, man. You seen it with what was going on with this Megan Thee Stallion trial and shit. These bitches be having body counts. Body counts. For real. He said this is a waste of course. Ratchet. He said, Meg, community box. Shh. Fucking out of both pant legs. Got the nerve to have a motherfucking court. He said, Ben Simmons hitting everything but a jump shot. Friend admitted she lied, then pled the fifth to Tory shooting Meg. It was strategic on her behalf because she didn't implicate herself. Fablito, thank you. He said, Ratchet Court TV, speaking of Court TV, Crown Court TV is back. He's back. I don't know where you been, fam, but where you be going. I don't know if you just made parole. Just stick around for a minute, man. It's cold outside. We be needing them 30, 40-minute joints. For real. Y'all like the video as y'all come in. There's 600 people here. I appreciate everybody. Old boy wifed her. Meg using her box to get to the top. That's what it seemed like. Fred Briggs, long time no see. I appreciate your super chat. Getting my dribble right. Salute to the chat. He said, Tory gonna sue LA County. My man, your last name Tatum. Jason Tatum hit a big shot on us last night. We 100% had that game last night. One of the big plays that hurt us, man, was that inbounds play, man. Boston scored a point, and then something on the inbounds happened where LeBron threw the fucking ball away or something like that, and Marcus Smart got an extra bucket. That bucket hurt like a motherfucker, yo, because they gave him the fucking ball. Jaquetta Freeman, I appreciate your super chat. Tory gonna have to deal with probation violation. He got a new, you already know, chopped cheese, you already know. Once you get contact with the police, that's the violation. You ain't even got to have it. You got to report, especially if you didn't report that shit. Anthony Davis shot us out of 2 games, man, recently and shit. He missed 2 free throws against the 76ers on the road and then just missed 2 free throws. I knew when he shot the first free throw, he was going to miss the second one. The first one was a brick. He shot a brick on the first one. I said, man, damn. But shout out to everybody who wanted to trade Russell Westbrook. Y'all starting to understand now, right? Y'all starting to understand, right? Your drip always on point. Can't tell me you ain't from Philly. I ain't from Philly, though. I'm not. I gave my story on my Philly fashion encounters and shit. I was fresh when I met them niggas, yo. I was. But shout out to everybody who wanted to trade. Let's talk about Russell Westbrook, man, just for a minute before we go on and shit, man. We got to talk about this. Y'all wanted to trade Russell Westbrook. Y'all did. Makes no fucking sense. Russell Westbrook, one of the best players on the Lakers. He had 4 block shots last night. He had 14 rebounds, 20 points, 5 assists off the bench. Cold killer. He said, Westbrook always on go. You got to keep him. He said, just let Westbrook cook, man. Y'all know how many people I argued with about this, man? Like, niggas was talking to me like I didn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm a point guard, man. That nigga is problems and shit, man. They might need a urine test Russ sometimes and shit. Russ be buck wildin'. Thank you, Boston Jahil. Thank you. I'm from the Penn State. Shout out to the Penn State. The Penn State heavyweight, the dribble. He said Westbrook had Jaylen Brown shook. Westbrook should have been sticking Tatum down the stretch. Like in the 4th quarter in the overtime, Westbrook should have been sticking him. LeBron can't do nothing with him, man. It don't matter. I don't recall nobody putting up 44 points on Michael Jordan. I don't remember nobody giving Kobe 44 or anything like that. It probably was done. Somebody probably did it. I just can't remember it. You'd almost have to kill Michael Jordan to get 40-some points, yo. Like, he's going to stick you. Mike's going to stick you. He said Gilbert gave Kobe 60. Sure did. Lit him up. Sure did. He said LeBron and Westbrook best when going downhill. We seeing this now. Yeah. He said prime T-Mac was giving Kobe numbers all the time. 44? 44 points at home? A motherfucker come to your building to give you 44, man? He said LeBradford Smith got 37 on MJ. He paid for that the next game. Mike put like $50 on him. He said, I'm pretty sure Isaiah gave Mike 40 plus. No. Somebody else was sticking Isaiah. Wasn't nobody giving Mike no 50 points and shit like that, yo. He said AI gave Mike the business. He ain't giving 44. That's too much goddamn points to let a motherfucking a primetime player get, like in a matchup. And LeBron had the last shot in regulation, shot a brick. Terrible shot. Rex Chapman gave Mike 38. Mitch Richmond. I said 40. I said 44. 44 is a lot of goddamn points. He said Reggie gave MJ a few high 30-point nights, maybe even 40. They still lost, though. That's what I'm getting at. How you let a nigga come to your spot and give you 44, man? Like, you just use your fouls. Use your fouls. Nigga, get your 44 from the line. He said, y'all done talking about YSL. We don't have to talk about them any longer. Gunna talking about them. Gunna has distanced himself from the... I'll go back unless you want to play this back. Gunna has distanced himself from the YSL organization. He said YSL must end. He said when he started out, he thought it was a collective of artists and musicians who wanted to come together and do music about the exaggerated streets of Atlanta, Georgia. That's what he said. You know what I think? I think people should start putting disclaimers in front of their videos. Everything that I'm about to say is a lie. Don't believe it. The words, the names have been changed to protect the innocent. This jewelry is fake. The money is prop money. Don't believe anything. I wonder what would happen if people start giving blatant disclaimers before they perform. Blatant disclaimers. Ain't none of this shit true. I think that because they get to court and say it ain't true, they need to start saying it before they get to fucking court. These niggas wait until they get to court to say, oh, man, like Skinny Me. Skinny Me said, my name is Abbas. Skinny Me, that was an image. That was an image. Y'all better start running these disclaimers, man, before it start raining and shit. They already say these are prop guns and videos. But shoot niggas in real life. But shoot niggas in real life is going to be hard to believe that shit. Nobody's going to believe that. Just how they use all guns in this video are props and not real weapons. Fanny not buying it. Fanny said last year in one of her press conferences, well, not last year, back in the summer, she said, if you say that you're committing crimes, if you say that you're spinning the block, if you say that you're shooting people and you don't, I believe you. She said, I believe you, and I'm going to indict you about what you said out your mouth and hope that you can just clear it up in court. That's what she on. Gunna. Of all of the squads, the crews and shit, he the first high profile guy to bungee jump to the other team and shit. We got to change his name. I don't think they should call him Gunna anymore. What's that boy's real name? Hold on. I don't think we should call him Gunna anymore. Anybody got a new name for him? Sergio. His name's Sergio? Say that ain't his real name. That ain't his real... Is that his real name? They keep saying Sergio. That sound like a soft nigga name. I wouldn't want no co-defendant named Sergio. I need some Raheems on my case. Sergio? How the fuck? Soon as they got to reading off the names and shit, when them niggas got indicted and they said Sergio and they was in the niggas in the bullpen, they reading off the charges, all the co-defendants, Sergio Kitchens. I know motherfucker said Sergio. Everybody look like, who the fuck is that? I need some Raheems on my case, man. I ain't never heard of no Sergios, man, under pressure. I ain't never heard no Sergios under pressure, man. Sergio Snitchins. Damn, they done fucked his name up. Bring on the memes. Bring on the memes. Damn. Motherfucker was cussing me out, man, when I first was posting that shit with Fanny. You know, just covering this shit. Niggas getting mad at me. Like I did something wrong. He said, YF and Lucci kicking back laughing right now. No, he ain't. Lucci's in hot water. Lucci's in hot water. He in hot water. Sergio, it's just bad. Can we all concur that this is a bad lifestyle? People here that's still active. I suggest getting a job, a career, a trade, getting your dribble right, find something, try doing something right. We got blatant proof daily that living on the other side, it just don't work out. It don't pan out. These niggas don't even be on long enough. For real. And I have to say this, right? Granddaddy IU passed away. People were deeply touched by that shit, man. It was like women in the comments, like it was surprising to me. A bunch of women in the comments like, I love that song. I never knew his name. I never knew Granddaddy IU, but I love that song. Me and my girls was in college when that song was out, and we grew with Granddaddy IU from 1989. He's been here for 30 years and shit, 3 decades, right? A lot of these dudes, so people, you know, got a chance to grow with him and love him. A lot of these dudes today don't even be on long enough for us to get to liking these niggas and shit. Like, they just be gone just like that and shit. Like, they don't even give us a chance to love them, man. Like, they be gone like a motherfucker and shit. He said these clowns hustling backward. Yeah, dead or locked up. That's basically the same thing and shit, depending on your sentence and shit. When you get 30 and 40 and shit like that, you're dead until they free you. Until you get loose some type of way. Niggas that got 40 years and 50 years, Arab is in a motherfucking pickle, yo. He in a pickle. There's gonna be a time when we don't even talk about him. There's gonna be a time when we don't even talk about him because he's gonna be off doing that problem that he has on his chest. And it's gonna be some other story that's taken to the forefront and he's just gonna be forgotten. Just like that. Vinny Vegas, thank you. He said these dudes runs be one, maybe case in point. Nobody talks about Pooh Shiesty anymore. He was just one of the hottest young rappers coming up on a rise, just like a year ago. Probably, yeah, a little over a year ago. Pooh Shiesty, flatline. His career flatlined. Gone. Nobody talk about him. Nothing, no projects on the way, nothing to look forward to. He got to deal with real life problems and shit. Brandon McGee said Gunna didn't tell. Tell it to the news. He said Shiesty coming out in 2 years. Y'all see how fast the wheels is turning on hip hop and media and shit like that? Y'all think Pooh Shiesty gonna come back in 2 years and win an audience again? Y'all think so? Y'all think Pooh Shiesty's capable of coming back and winning an audience in 2 years? It won't even be the same type of sound anymore and shit. For real. Gucci Mane is calling for an investigation into Pooh Shiesty's treatment in prison. When I was in prison, I didn't get mistreated. I didn't go under, there was no inhumane treatment. All of this shit that these niggas complaining about, none of this shit was going on when I was there. The prison was clean. It was safe. You know what I'm saying? You mind your business, you ain't have much to worry about. These deplorable conditions that y'all complaining about, this third world shit that y'all be describing, where did this shit come from? Because it wasn't like that when I was there. Prison was college with a fucking barbed wire fence around it. Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Y'all act like this shit is purgatory. Just say what it is. You don't want to be there. Just say what it is. There's people that's been in jail forever that ain't even complaining about it. There's niggas that's been in jail forever that's not even complaining about it. Live in jail, not even complaining about it. Doing their time, working in the kitchen, mopping floors, doing their time. But all of the entertainers say that there's the conditions are inhumane and deplorable. That's interesting. It might be inhumane and deplorable to a millionaire. A motherfucker who's a millionaire just came out the streets eating good food, lobsters and shit like that, sleeping in the best beds, you know, able to control the climate in the room. It be cold as fuck in jail. The room be blowing the wind be blowing all day long. You can't go to the thermostat and turn the heat down and shit like that. So maybe they going through some things. I don't know, but how about this? Stay the fuck on the streets. He said prisons are dilapidated. No, they not. No, they not. No, they not. And no, they not. They put prison videos up all the time, man. You niggas got tablets, flat screens. Everybody got a cell phone and shit. Y'all ain't got no reason to be complaining. We didn't have no phones. When I was in jail, the phones was just like coming. Niggas, the cell phones just now. Y'all niggas be cooking feasts, having basketball tournaments, filming everything. Y'all film everybody got a goddamn phone. Y'all got tablets. Motherfuckers getting in trouble for shooting rap videos. Jail wasn't like that when I was there and shit. But y'all say it's inhumane. Just stay on the streets. He said, you trolling. No, I'm not. I was in jail. Do you know what I would have did with a fucking computer in jail? Internet access. I wrote a book in jail. These niggas be making TikToks in prison and shit like that. It's a lot different now. They don't seem to be bothered. They don't seem to be bothered. I want to be out here on the streets. Didn't you see Casanova doing the challenge? Casanova was, when Casanova got arrested, he was doing the challenge and shit. All of that, still doing it. Take your biological clock serious. Y'all remember Casanova was shaking his ass and shit? I'm just keeping it 100. I am. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, he was doing the Junebug dance and shit. Max B, I'm glad you mentioned that. Welcome home, A Mafia, by the way. Mafia's home and shit. I see you made a post and shit. Mafia, welcome home, my nigga. When you was gone, nobody was talking about you, period. Because you was in jail dead. Nobody was talking about you or saying your name except for Gully TV. He said, Casanova, I'm a whole gangster. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Good evening, everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming to go to my website. It's on fire. I got the sea moss up there. Good sea moss. I got red and gold and shit. Put lead in your pencil and shit. Have you moving around like a Rottweiler. Trust me. www.therealdribble.com. I got the gummies too, but fuck with that. Fuck with that moss. It'll keep you out of the gas station. It'll keep you out of the gas station. Feel me? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He said, Mook just FaceTime Casanova and served during a battle. It's all fun and games. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Gunna said some things, everybody. Play this live stream back. You'll get everything you want to hear. My man says, why you not noted as a celeb from Erie? I came here famous. I came here famous. I did. I came out the streets famous. Shit. Didn't you hear there's a song, Love's Gonna Get You. KRS says, I pull up at the light like a superstar. You heard that verse? Everybody don't know what that's like. Everybody don't know what that's like. Hov says something about it too. Jumped out like a star from the latest car, matching the Gators. Remember that? My celebrity didn't develop here. I was a point guard and shit. I'm gonna blame it on that. Gunna taking a plea solidifies that everybody gonna have to plea or go to trial. When one of your co-defendants pleads, he has to do what's called a proffer and shit. He has to do what's called a proffer. That means he has to discuss his involvement in everything that he know. And they gonna be sitting in front of him, very much aware of everyone's activities. They're gonna have it documented, and they're gonna sit there in front of him and listen to him proffer. And if he tell a lie, his deal's over with. His deal's over with. He's home. They said that he getting immediate release or whatever and shit. So that means he already did his 1-2. Nigga got home for Christmas. He made somebody some promises. Diggy, I appreciate your super chat. Cormega, you already know. Family. Y'all caught that, huh? Shout out to Cormega. Make sure y'all go support the Essence too. It's like that. Pillmatic, my shit. It's like that. Word. He said there's a video of him walking out the jail and hopping into a Maybach truck. Well, womp, womp, womp. Y'all know what happened. Damn, he's in the Maybach already. Y'all expecting any music? Y'all expecting any Instagram action from him? He's home now. He gonna cut off his comments. He gonna cut off his comments. Watch. Anybody that does that is insecure about something. I ain't never did that ever. I ain't never censored no fucking comments. Everybody said Gunna was gonna sing. He did. Thank you. Make sure you go get Pillmatic. It's on all streaming sites. It's fire. Go get it. He said Gunna bars are weak. Zip with the trip. Go crazy. Ain't here, dude, until the album Gully. That's my job, to deliver y'all the next hot nigga. Gully TV. The DVD shit still popping. You know how when I was in the streets and shit, running up in projects and shit with the camera, running around Shay Davis and shit, Joe Light, them Trey side niggas and shit up in the Bronx, Castle Hill, Soundview, when I was doing all of that. I'm still doing it. I'm just online. It's online. So if you hot, if you like that, come fuck with Gully TV, cause ain't nobody else passing the rock. Y'all see I'm passing the rock. Do you think Thug gave him the go-ahead? It's a very interesting question. It's possible. The fact that Gunna said YSL has to end, I don't think Young Thug had any part in that. I don't think Young Thug loved that. I don't think that had anything to do with Young Thug. He said, let me submit something for consideration for Pillmatic 2. All them dudes that was on Pillmatic 1, I filmed all of them. Everybody that you see that you heard on there, Mr. Fab, Planet Asia, Razzcast. I had to film them guys first. So when the album dropped, y'all can go back and look at the interview. I was laying the trap the whole time and shit, man. You gotta pay attention. The dribble is deceptive. It's deceptive at times and shit. It's like I'm dribbling behind my back. How do you feel about T.I. snitching? He said, according to Tipster, that he told on dead people. Everybody told on, Jamil was definitely getting on Pillmatic too. Everybody told on dead people. Nobody told on anybody except for Alpo. This we know. This we know. Alpo is the only one that said that he told on somebody. He did interviews and he spoke about it and he said what he had to do. And I think that sets Alpo apart. He admitted to his wrongdoing and shit in front of everybody, and he walked the streets of New York and he accepted his fate. Everybody else, they told on dead people. Everybody, nobody did anything. This Jam Master J case, this coming up. Don't be surprised if this Jam Master J case, they subpoenaed, they sent out some subpoenas. Where's the video of the co-founder taking his plea? He's the real key. I promise it will be a surprise sleeper. Nah, it don't work like that, my nigga. It don't work like that, my nigga. Come join the dribble, man. There's a way. Gunna better be careful because Pee Wee is free. My man said nobody gay to go 40 plus. These youngin is catching first cases in their 20s while we was doing time in the 90s at a young age, and most of us learned from it. These kids wouldn't make it through Ferris or Glen Mills and shit. Interesting. We definitely was kids. We definitely went to prison as kids. We was kids, and you know that we was kids because that's all we did all day long is play and shit. Like, you don't be in prison touching each other and shit like that. When you a young nigga, when you first get to jail, you be wrestling your celly and play fiending and shit, all type of stupid shit, because you a young nigga and shit. But we was down there. We was doing that tick and shit. Like, these niggas, all I needed was a basketball, man. I ain't had no problem and shit. I didn't. I ain't never complained. I ain't never cried. I lost girlfriends, lost my hair, and a bunch of other shit, but I never complained about anything, about the conditions or nothing. If the jail got locked down, the jail was just locked down. I got to shit in the cell with my celly, got to hang the curtain, and you just got to eat it and shit like that. But I don't know what the fuck is up with these cats. Well, he identified YSL as a street gang. Also said the drugs and guns in the car with him and Thug wasn't his. He didn't say it was Thug's, but him saying it wasn't his, and they the only two in the car, is damaging. Thug is a blood, Gunna is a Crip. This about to get ugly, and they down south. Gully, best believe there's gonna be one more big tragic event before the end of the year, and watch the Christmas Day, New Year's, unfortunately. Salima. The joint with Shaheem on the song for Pillmatic was cool. Who's the other dude? That would be Sam Scarfo. He's a legend from Plainfield, New Jersey. He was one of the premier battle rappers. When battle rap started to get on camera, started to become a thing on video, on DVDs and shit, he was a monster in the Fight Club and shit. Him and 40 Cal, they fought like cats and dogs. I've been trying to get them niggas on camera forever and shit. I'm still working on it. That'll be blockbuster, but yeah, he was signed to Jay-Z, I believe, at a point in time, Rockefeller or Rock Nation, one of the early Rock Nations. He said he killed the Source. He dissed Dipset back then too. Every once in a while, I still listen to old Brick of Raw from Philly Freestyles. He probably never coming home. All streaming sites, Pillmatic, make sure y'all go get that. I appreciate y'all for coming through. He said, what's the nearest HBCU to Philly? That probably would be Cheney. Cheney or Lincoln, Cheney. Salima, send for me. I have your whole looking like the fifth board on Contra. Gunna fans be arguing online for the next 72 hours. Y'all rest up and get ready. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. If you're not, you missing out, man. At I am Gully TV _. Sam Scarfo, he also he was running with Prodigy. He was down with you know, like the infamous mob movement and shit like that. Anyway, the Lakers blew the game, pissed me off. We was down 20. We supposed to take that. We still pay-per-view and shit, man. If y'all into basketball, y'all tuning in, y'all watching them late night games and shit. Shout out to the Lakers. Follow me on Instagram at I am Gully TV _ www.therealdribble.com. Go over there and get you some merch, CMOS and all of that. I'm up out of here. Super chatters, y'all did y'all thing. Appreciate everybody. And I'm out. 1.